guys, I am Nikki of Nikki and Eric, and today we are going to give you a little sneak peek of what happens in a rehab before we come in and put our Eric and Nikki touch on it. So in this video, we're going to run you through the numbers, what the rehab looks like before we really get going on it, and also tell you what we think we're going to spend on the rehab cost and then what we can sell it for. I think you're going to want to stay tuned. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like this video because we are going to give you all the bits and pieces of this rehab, and at the end of it, we are going to put together one big video so you can watch it from before we demoed it till it's sold, and you can see the whole process in between. But this is part one. Here we go. So we are inside the flip now. We bought this, it's actually a duplex. So we bought both sides of the duplex on one deed, and we bought it for $250,000. So what we're gonna do, what Eric's gonna do, because he's really good at this part, is he's going to HPR, horizontal property regime. So we can sell each property individually. They will each have their own deed. Right now, they're on the same deed. When we sell it, and I'll tell you at the end what we're gonna sell each side for, but we'll sell them individually. So our rehab cost for all of it is $100,000. So that's about $50,000 a side. And I'm gonna show you when we're walking the property and getting our budgets together, what we look at, what we know is gonna cost a lot, and little tips and tricks along the way that you can do to, not have to replace the whole entire floor. You can just stain it a cool color and hide all the blemishes in it. So when you are doing a rehab, you want to, of course, walk the property or have your boots on the ground if you're not able to physically walk the properties. Our project manager came over here and looked at this, and guess what we found under the carpet? We found this really, really, really pretty hardwood floor. That is a total win. Something you might notice though, especially on a house that was built in 1945 like this one, the wood is definitely gonna have some marks of just people having lived there. So what we like to do on that is, of course, we will sand it and refinish it and stain it. And a good color to stain floor that does have some watermarks on it and some wear patterns is Jacobean by Minwax. It's a very pretty color, but it's just dark enough to kind of blend out all the blemishes. Something else we always look at are the windows, because windows are pretty expensive. They're actually a big item on the budget. Now you'll notice these are a wood window. They're really old. It looks like they were even taped up. So basically every window in this house is gonna have to be replaced. Right now, currently in 2021, windows are very hard to get and they're super back ordered. If you are building right now and windows are hard to get where you are, get those ordered at the very beginning because windows will keep you waiting. So we're in the first unit and you can see like this door definitely needs to be replaced, and this has been demoed already. Honestly, the reason we were able to save a lot is because it wasn't in awful shape. A lot of times we'll get into a house and it's awful, all the drywall, everything's gotta go. This house wasn't like that. Now to save money, we did keep the original floor plan of this house, which is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath with a living room and a kitchen. We kept that floor plan because knocking down walls gets really costly, and we just didn't want to quite do it here. And it wasn't necessary. This house is laid out pretty cool. It's not quite the big open concept that people love, but for the price that it's gonna be, this is gonna be stellar. So this is gonna be our kitchen dining space. Isn't it lovely? Also something we did here to save money was we kept all the plumbing where it was. We did have to replace the plumbing. Not all the plumbing was replaced, just the part where we're attaching it at. We did have to get rid of cabinets. Cabinets are very expensive too, but worth it. And cabinets, the kitchen is the heart of a home, and I think that sells a home. So it was totally worth it here. But we did have to get rid of drywall. If you are gonna have to get rid of drywall, it's usually gonna be in a kitchen or a bathroom just because they are highly lived in areas. There's a lot of water, there's a lot of moisture that could get behind the walls and cause problems. And then we have the pink room. We'll probably keep this room because who doesn't love a pink room? Just kidding. So this project here, it'd actually be a pretty good project for a newbie flipper. You know, if you are just starting in this game, you probably want a house that you're not gonna have to completely gut on the inside. And this one, you'll see we were able to keep a lot of the drywall and the original footprint of the house, which is huge. I think once you get into knocking down walls and adding, you know, LVLs for supports in the ceiling and extending your square footage, that's a little bit more advanced. I think that's more like a pro level. This is more like a rookie level, a great, great, great property to come break your teeth in on. Don't bite too hard because you don't want to break your teeth. Don't end up with braces, it'll be weird, but it's fine. Only have a few more months. All right, so now we are in the bathroom, and a great thing about a bathroom is it's pretty much already laid out for you. Unless you're really getting crazy and moving stuff around, like, unless you have to, don't do it, because you're gonna save so much money. Like, our toilet was right here, and it's probably been there since 1945 when this house was originally built. The sink has probably been there, and the tub has probably been there. Just don't move it. That's not necessary. The layout in here is really good, and moving plumbing is very, very, very expensive. So in here, you will also find that we are going to do things just a little bit extra. That's the way we like to do things. We will tile from the tub up to the ceiling. Right now you can see through the bathroom wall into the kitchen. We'll probably change that, I would say. I don't think that'd be a good selling point. So we're gonna tile that up, just make it look a little bit prettier. A lot of people put tub inserts. They are cost efficient, but I mean, it's like 500 bucks more to tile it. Just tile it. We're gonna have to do a whole video. There's so many things I could say about doing a rehab in a bathroom. This will be a whole new video, but basically keep your plumbing where it is. That's gonna save you so much money, and tile it. Get simple tile. I'll actually show you the tile we're doing in here. So you'll see the tile that we're doing here. It's super basic and it's super simple, like a good hex. Like, who doesn't love a good hexagon? I mean, it's great. We're gonna do this on the floor, and we're just gonna do white subway tile on the walls. Of course, most people lay it this way. We might lay it this way, do a little herringbone. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet, but we have it here. Super simple, and this stuff is very, very cost efficient. We got it from Floor and Decor. Tile can be a big budget killer. Just be smart about it. Lay your pattern a little differently. You know what I think is so funny? Like, look, we tore down all this wallpaper, but if I were gonna come back and redo it, I might put wallpaper back on here. Isn't it funny how trends like come and go? All right, we're gonna go to the second one now. So here we are inside the second unit. And again, you're gonna see we have the hardwoods that we're able to save in here, which is wonderful. But again, we have the windows that are gonna be pretty significant in cost. This room is the living room, but this side is definitely a little bit more closed off than the other unit, which is fine. We just don't have the room in our budget to knock down those walls, because we are operating at about 50,000 on this side and 50,000 on that side. So we're just gonna keep the footprint the same. No walls are moving here. So here's one of the bedrooms. Your other bedroom and the bath. Same thing with the bath again. So when you are doing a rehab, you wanna give yourself a little bit of a buffer. Like, if you're on a $100,000 tight budget, you're probably gonna go over it, because if there's one thing we found in a rehab, it will cost more and it will take longer. We've been doing this for a while, and we've done a crap ton of rehabs. I don't think we've ever been under budget. If we have been, I didn't know about it, but it always is gonna cost a little bit more. So again, we come into the kitchen. Something that we did have to add on this side was we did frame this in and drywall it for a little laundry space. So right now, as you know, lumber is astronomical. It's such a budget killer. But the only framing we had to do in all of this was this right here for a laundry room. That's not that bad. Totally worth it to not have your laundry room in your kitchen, because we'll have a lot of houses that are, you know, efficiently laid out, and you have your washer and dryer next to your stove, and you know, no one wants that. So we framed in a washer and dryer area over here. Not redoing the house and having to reframe it will save you a lot of money. If we reframe this whole house, our budget would be $200,000 because lumber is insane right now. So I promised you we would tell you how much we were gonna sell each side for at the end of this video. And we're there, we're at the end of this video. We are gonna sell each side for $250,000. So that's $500,000 total we will get off of these houses. We purchased it for $250,000 and we had $100,000 in rehab. So we're at about $350,000 all in, plus agent commissions and some holding costs in there. So let's maybe say $50,000, I think that's high. So we're $400,000 all in. That means this deal has $100,000 profit on it. So of course that $100,000 rehab budget is very up in the air because you know we could find something awful with the foundation or the roof. You never know what could happen in a rehab. But right now we're gonna hold on to that $100,000 in rehab costs and hopefully have $100,000 in profit. Now, stay tuned because as you know, the real estate market is going literally nowhere but up and going up very fast. We could probably sell these. I think we could sell them for more than $250,000. Stay tuned, we're gonna have a big old video once we do finally get these under contract and reveal to you all the secrets, all the prices, all the exact numbers, so you can fully know what this rehab cost us and how much we made off of it. All you beautiful women moving here from California with the perfect weather and the perfect hair, get ready for the humidity. I had my hair curled this morning and now look at it. Humidity ruins your hair.